Okay, so data centers are energy hogs. So why isn't solar king yet? Is it
because solar's
tech
trash.
lag? You know, I asked.
Hold on. What did you say?
Solar's trash. That's why.
Okay.
It's inefficient, overrated.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I asked my my contractor, and I'm like, you know, what about solar? Like, why we like? What's the options for solar? And he's like, we can go down and give you options. He's like, but honestly, in my opinion, it's a scam.
It's a waste of money.
He
Right?
said that?
Fake news. Shout out to everybody who's selling it. I'm talking about the stock. So if you are in the industry, you sell it. I'm not talking about that. But as terms of the efficiency that you're supposed to get, fake news. Not the greatest.
I'm gonna let y'all keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Let's wake it up. That's some bullshit. Let's be real. Some bullshit. Stop it. I'd rather put coal in the furnace. Shut up. Like, no. Sorry.
Here, domestically or just overall?
I guess overall.
Okay.
Here.
Domestically?
No, I would say because there's companies that might be, predatory inside the space. So
there's solar energy.
Energy, just in general, you're saying is power from the sun. Okay.
Is it a scam? Solar energy is a scam.
Yeah. Are we gonna comment on? Hold on. Only because they working out the deal and they're trying to use it.
Oh, yeah, domestically.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Domestically. Let's say domestically.
But you just gotta be mindful of it. Yeah.
Edit
so
point.
You want to talk about the data center part?
Peekaboo.
Yeah. You know what? I think in terms of data centers, yes, quote unquote solar is supposed to be more efficient. But that's not the main thing, right? Like they've already talked about nuclear being the energy that they want to use from an efficiency standpoint. But inside of it's more than just what's powering it. It's about the efficiency. So the hardware needs to be efficient. Cooling solutions need to be efficient. And of course the power. So like if you look up and it'll tell you like wind, well, there's downfalls and there's pros and cons that come with wind, and there's downfalls that come with solar. And so what people have chosen, and it looks like Microsoft, and if we can talk about Constellation Energy and what they're doing, they're trying to find nuclear reactors, smaller nuclear reactors that can now power it from a longer standpoint and a more efficient standpoint. There's actually somebody ran up on me and they were like, Troy, this is what nobody's talking about, but you should be. Small nuclear reactors. That's going to be the wave of the next 10 to 20 years. Nobody's talking about it, but we should let the people know in terms of energy, especially for the AI space. And we talk about data centers all the time and how that plays a role in the revolution. That's where they're looking. So that's probably part of the reason why solar, and I know people have, the sun is we can't say it's infinite, but obviously that's something.
Sunshine plays a major part in the daytime.
I was just listening to that album.
Peace to mankind.
Sun always shining though.
Ghostface Carrier Black 9.
For homes, I get it. For this level of power, I don't know.
It's not as efficient as it could be yet.
There we go.
Domestically.
Say the last part again.
Domestically.
Yeah. Residential makes sense.
What makes sense?
If somebody's trying to do it for like one home, when you're trying to power these large.
Because he told me it's a scam. He said it doesn't make sense for one home.
Well,
that was
domestically.
Based on the price points, people have said that, you can save 45% and they'll give you just like people done it down the street from here. Like, and they come around and they're kind of aggressive with the sale of it. I don't know long term. I know short term people have saved money on their power bills because of solar powering. I haven't done it. I can't speak to it, but that's what the consensus has been for the past couple of years, that it is energy saving.
One day, I know people hate when I do my cliffhangers, but one day we're going to talk about how the oil companies have had a great patent concession and all this other
solar
stuff. Maybe on
Blackout. Yeah, I got a solar powered system, and obviously, when in New York in the winter, it don't work as well, right? We don't have as much sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What about that? The sun's not.
And they all tell you trying to defend your relationship, man. I wake up the most.
It's cloudy day, cloudy week. We're screwed.
Damn. It's raining outside.
Dead on the side of the road.
The sun is always shining. And
Pop told the sun don't shine forever.
He told it.
Sun don't shine forever.
And Donnie said he's going to get rid of daylight savings. So,
that's
I thought you about to wake it up.
Look, when he's right, he's right. The daylight saving thing is one of the dumbest ideas in American history.
Just today, like yesterday, I was like, what the hell?
Just get rid of it. Have sun shining forever. causing this seasonal depression for no reason and blaming it on farmers is stupid.
Yeah, another thing that helped with the data center thing, and we again I spoke about this in the class. Like, look at where they're building. Like, shout out to Meta, they got some projects that they're working on. But even doing the research on that, I'm thinking like, okay, this is going to be one of the first couple, like maybe 3 to 4 that they've built. You know, they've built 23 already in the United States.
23 what?
Wow.
Data centers. They've already built 23.
Mark Zuckerberg, cut the nonsense, bro.
23, and they're putting it in climates where
he better
cooling it can be favorable.
Rashad, what happened?
He's on his way to be the next Elon. He hasn't approached that level yet, but you run the company, bro. We don't want to see you in MMA fights, and you're doing too much. Now you're
you got to rebrand if you want to take something over.
That was part of
the cyborg look one getting the done.
No, but he's doing too much. You're not a cool guy, bro. Like, you're trying to make yourself into something that you're not. Talking about we need masculine energy, and you want to wear a chain. You wearing a gold chain now, and you're going to MMA fight. You growing an afro. You're not a cool. You never was a cool dude, bro. Just embrace being a nerd. Like,
yeah, you from the area, man. Not rocking with it.
So, Mark Zuckerberg, don't. Elon is going to set an example for every CEO of what not to do, because he's ruined his company
for sure.
He got to go to Italy to try to salvage the Starlink deal.
Starlink, yep. Canada clipping shit. Mexico.
No good.
Doing too much.
Hey.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
We got to talk about Rubio about this.
Dancing. I know that was his wife's party and all that too. But
yeah. What he did last year? He did the anniversary. He did the T-Pain thing.
But you're not an influencer. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not. This is what happens when
this is Revenge of the Nerds.
Famous people want to be rich.
Sure.
Rich people want to be famous.
Yeah, combination. And if I own a platform, you think anybody owns a platform and not be famous?
It's always
Elon, a prime example of that.
Sam Rothstein said it the best, man. Food and beverage.
Who doesn't want to be famous?
Stay in food and beverage. When you start to do too much, you fall apart, right? And
for sure,
you only leave yourself open to criticism and
attacks.
It's not going to be good. And now you doubling down on your DEI thing. You cutting jobs. You taking, like, this is not the time to be doing karaoke with your wife and going to MMA fights and going wearing $1 million watch and gold chains and doing collaborations with Micah Mary. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful.
With Micah Mary.
He trying to be litty, yo, in case he get, you know what I mean?
Be careful.
Don't Micah Mary.
You're going to get half. You keep acting up. You better chill.
Half is a lot. Half is a lot.
Be careful. And that's
who's going to be the Democratic Elon? That's what
the Democratic. I think they tried to make Mark Cuban, but he wasn't.
Yeah, Cuban.
It's controversial enough. But that's a common misconception. People are like, well, people with money, they don't want you to know who they are. That's not always true. If you look at it, a lot of these people have, from Bill Gates, he went out of his way to make himself a celebrity. To you look at Apple, all of their CEOs, really. I mean, Tim Cook is kind of the least
more laid back
out there, but I mean,
they're execs.
Yeah. Zuckerberg, he's going out of his way. Yeah. Of course, Elon Musk. We don't got to talk about him. That's obvious. A lot of these people went out of their way for you to know who they are.
You left Bezos out of there. What he doing?
Oh, of course, him. Jeff Bezos, can't forget him. So that's not always the case.
The lingerie play.
The rich people don't want you to know who they are, because all these people that I just named went out of their way to let you know who they are.
True.
Fame is a hell of a drug, and attention is something that human nature. We all seek validation. We all seek attention. And the more you get it, the more you want it.
So should we, knowing that this is true, should we then, because people can take this a couple of ways, should we applaud an entrepreneur, a businessman like Dave Stewart, who's the wealthiest Black man in the country, who you don't see speak a lot, who's not out in the public? Is that the path? Because on one hand, if you don't hear him speak and you don't see him, and then it's tough to draw inspiration from him. We can just see his net worth keep climbing, but we don't really understand the fundamentals of how he got there. Or is it just, follow my moves?
It's a combination of both. I mean, you could do whatever you want. But I think as a Black person, it is some level of, you need to be a little bit more vocal, because you need to balance out everything that we're showing on success is sports and entertainment.
Yes, you have to
So it's helpful.
Mhm.
It's helpful if you're more out front, but you have the right to be whatever you want. But I'm just saying it's just more dangerous. Alex Karp, he's another one. You gotta
Mhm.
shut up. Keep talking. Palantir stock down 40%, 35%. Like, you gotta shut up every now and then. You gotta shut up. It's all you can only go on CNBC so much talking about cocaine. You gotta shut up sometimes. Sometimes in life you gotta shut up. None of these Asian CEOs, you don't see these Asian CEOs talking.
But we try.
Except for Jensen, he's walking a dangerous line.
No, we saw
Yeah,
Jack Ma, and we saw what happened when he
He
started talking.
disappeared.
well, that's a different regime, and
Yeah. But
2 year hiatus.
you gotta be careful. Just know what comes with that. Like, know what comes with that. Like, you want to start to, especially when you start talking about politics. You want to get in this political game.
politics and religion.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Dave Stewart, we definitely think it's time to have the conversation.
Think so. I think it's important.
I think it's time to
Yeah,
have
I think
that
it's important.
conversation.
Is it
Yeah, I think it's important to have the conversation.
It's needed.
August?
I'm
Pick
available.
Augusto.
I'm available.
Nah, but we need to know about Dave Stewart, Aliko
Yeah.
Dangote.
I think it's
Yeah.
important. We need to know. The community needs to know. I walked into probably like 5 or 6 schools in the past 2 months, and I do this presentation where I show them the wealthiest people, Black Americans, and they have no clue
Yeah.
who they are. Like by face, they don't know. But it's 10 years ago when I did this lesson, it still held true. Where it was, they knew all the entertainers, they knew the athletes. When it came to the entrepreneurs and the wealthiest people, they still had no clue. And part of it is that we don't know. Like, we don't know what we don't know, and nobody's teaching them inside of a school building. So, and a lot of times it's not being spoken about at home because parents don't know. So it's important to have conversations so that it can be a reference point of, oh, that's who he is. And when you bring up or Google it, here is said information spoken from the person.
I think people start like Robert Smith. He's
become more.
He's become a household name at this point.
Yeah.
For us, yes. I'm saying the schools, the kids.
Well, the kids don't know who Jay-Z is.
They did know who Jay-Z was, though.
I'm saying they seen a picture of him, but if
they see his face, they don't
know Jay-Z. They couldn't name one Jay-Z.
They probably can't name a song, but they recognize the face.
They're aware of who he is.
They're aware of who he is. Robert Smith, every school, they were like, nah, nope. And I understand why, but that just says there's more work to do on both sides, right? Him showing up with us makes a lot of sense. Us giving him a platform to speak, to talk about his brilliance and how he's done it. It inspires the next generation. So we gotta just keep doing more of that. And all of us play a part in that, not just us, but people who are watching this and their teachers. Yeah, when it's Black History Month, it can't just be Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman and Malcolm X. Black history is still being made every day. It doesn't need a month.
Trump have it won't be no Black History Month next year.
That's true.
That's almost over.
Yeah, it's almost. But there's Black educators, right? And so figure out how to put that in your lesson plan. Right? Celebrate the people that are doing things right now that'll be historic. History's happening every day.
Sam Altman, while you're making more enemies, I know you did your little sneaky move to go get Johnny Ive to make that phone. I don't know if I would want Apple and Microsoft as competitors. It's cute.
He's another one. Shut up.
And weigh up the cost of war before you draw your guns.
Yeah.
I know we all get high for a little fame and moments. Sam, you barking up some powerful tree. Elon, you stole from. Microsoft, you falling out with. You want to go get Apple's old designer for the phone, and now you want the same idea I told you. So what if somebody put out a free phone? They working on it. Boy,
it's the same comparison to the music business. As a relatable comparison, all of those record executives that was executives and CEOs that wanted to be celebrities, it didn't work out for. Suge Knight, it didn't work out for. Dame Dash, the list you can go on. Top Dog, you never seen him speak.
The real Suge.
He learned from other people's mistakes. Even Jay, you see Jay now, he's not talking now. Like
But there is that multiple on celebrity CEOs in the publicly traded space. But to get into politics and religion, I agree. Is no.
But you can make an argument that it's never really worked out for a celebrity CEO. Like
Steve Jobs.
Bill Gates has to be one of the most hated people in America.
Doesn't matter if he worth that much money.
I mean, you got to walk around with 8 security guards in Times Square, and quality of life.
In business or just, I'll tell you something about music or business?
Oh, music, yeah. I don't think it's ever worked out.
Well, Jimmy Iovine's doing it.
But Jimmy
Well, he
Iovine
got
was
he
never,
was just in time.
people know
Ooh,
him,
boy.
but he's not a
Talk about
forward.
market timer. Ooh.
This guy for decades showing. I mean, he's sitting courtside of the Laker game. That when the Stephen A. thing happened,
I think being a
Off
niche,
But Steve Jobs also
celebrity?
he didn't live long enough to become a villain. He died a hero, didn't live long enough to become a villain. He would have became a villain.
to some
eventually.
spaces, he was a villain.
I'm talking about in mass. Like how Bill Gates is a villain. You say Bill Gates' name, man, everything from every part of conspiracy theory world, like
You think he's a villain?
Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Of course.
For
For sure. He gets every part of conspiracy theory, from the vaccines to the World Health Organization to the farming to the COVID, everything. Like if you say Bill Gates' name, he's going to get every angle of negativity. You seen him in Times Square. He had 8 security guards with him.
Yeah.
Secret Service, damn near.
I watched this documentary. It's pretty good. The Netflix one. It's not a documentary, it's special. Yeah, it's really, 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 really good.
Like he has to walk around with those. Somebody like Warren Buffett doesn't necessarily have to walk around with 8 security guards.
Yeah, because he's created a narrative, and the blowback for speaking negatively on him is worse than if he do Trump.
Because he's made himself a lovable figure. He's never done anything controversial.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett, what has he done controversial?
I won't speak about it here. I'll wait till he pass.
Hopefully that's not anytime soon.
The public perception on Warren Buffett.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. The public perception on every majority of people who are nice in business is the opposite of who they really are, though.
Oh yeah, all I'm just saying, just the public perception, public facing.
No, I agree with you 1,000%. I'm just spicing up for viewership. Oh, yeah, but the perception and versus reality, ooh boy, because Carl Icahn come off it like a gruff old ass grumpy man, but
this is
behind
true.
the scenes, nice. Behind the scenes, he's nice. It's another one of them billionaires who act like he real friendly, but he a little racist in them.
It's a little bit.
Just a wee bit. Go ahead, Rashad.
A salt bay of it.
Yeah,
A racism?
a little sprinkle, a little.
Oh yeah, we run
Segregation
into a few of them.
Well, everybody, every
Run into a few of them.
you can't go against that. I mean,
Hey, when you see it in real life, it's like, oh, okay.
what of what?
He's talking about that little sprinkle of racism.
Little segregation salt.
But everybody's racist.
Elaborate.
If you benefited from a certain level of power structure and you're over 60 years old, and yeah, I mean, you really expect. What do you expect?
No, I'm not saying that I didn't expect it. I'm just saying when seeing it firsthand, it's like, oh, okay, they go to sprinkles. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To be expected.
Yeah, you walk in, like I said, you walk in with the expectation of like, okay, this is the space. We understand how the space works. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
America runs on Duncan.